Hello, everyone. Welcome back to I See Melanie. I'm very excited to be with you today because we are going to be talking about our favorite TV show, Interview with the Vampire Lestat. So I'm recording this on Friday, March the 13th. So Friday the 13th, spooky. But yeah, at midnight, we got some updates in regard to season 3. So we now have a definitive release date. We've got some music put on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. Who knew Tidal was still a thing? And we have a new press release. And yeah, we just have more excitement for season 3. It's coming up. And basically this channel, I might as well just rename it I See Lestat because I'm going to be talking about this show until the cows come home. So I'm very excited about that. So before we get into everything, please make sure you like the video, you subscribe, you hype up, press the hype button, and let people know about this because, again, we want to drum up as much excitement for season 3. And yeah, I'll be putting out so much TVL content in the coming months. Okay, so let's start off with the release date. So I'm gonna look at my computer. So at midnight, we got the news that we now have a set release date. So they told us summer 2026, and technically we're actually getting it in the spring, which makes me so happy. So the Devil's Road finally has an end in sight, or perhaps a beginning. The Vampire Lestat debuts on 7th on AMC and AMC Plus. So we got a picture here of our boy Lestat, the Leon Core, doing a performance, taking it all in, doing the most. Sam looking good. So yeah, so we have that coming up on June the 7th. So I'm guessing episode 4, maybe 3, I can't do the math right now, but that will show on Pride weekend. So it's Pride month, but the last weekend is when, at least in Toronto, we have our festivities. And so I always host my friends for Pride weekend. And actually 2 years ago, the finale was on Pride weekend, and I woke up at 4:45 in the morning to watch the finale. I got in at 3, slept for a couple of winks, and woke up to watch the show. So at least now the finale won't be on Pride weekend, but I'll still probably wake up at 4:45 to watch it anyway. So yeah, so we've got that on June 7th starting up until July 19th. And so it's there on Twitter, of course. Let's see. I'm going to go to their Twitter page to see if they've updated anything since I started recording. So, yeah, no, not much. Okay, so yeah, so you have the picture, and then let's see here. And we got some other news about the song, and I'll talk about that in a bit, but I'll just show you on Instagram the same thing. We see that it's starting on June 7th. So it's out there, so everybody knows. So yes, it's very exciting. It's just so nice to have an actual date. And it's less than 3 months, guys. That's not very long. We've all been good boys and girls and NBs. We waited patiently. And of course, whether we waited patiently or not, we have to wait because they decide when they want to put this out. So we can now see that the Devil's Road finally has an end in sight. Very, very exciting. Okay, so that's the social media portion. And then there's a little bit of just traditional media. I noticed they put this press release out this morning because it wasn't out at nighttime. And a lot of articles, a lot of outlets printed articles, but they just kind of repeat the same parts that we already know. And some of these websites, oh my gosh, TV Insider, it has so many ads popping up. It's almost unusable. It's hard to read things. I'm glad they put out the press release so we can just see the brass tacks to see, what new things we're talking about today. So again, we have the release date, June 7th, we talked about. And so the second single, All Fall Down, is out. It's available on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on Tidal. Again, I didn't know Tidal was still relevant. There's Amazon Music, YouTube Music. It's over the place, so everyone has the ability to see that. So when I actually saw it because I have Apple Music, I saw it. It's like, it's like 1 minute and 6 seconds or something like that. So I didn't realize it was such a short song. But it turns out it is the song for the title sequence, which we'll talk about in a bit. Here it mentions, new rousing opening title sequence. So we see, of course, Daniel Hart arranged everything. And so he's back. Again, these are kind of things we know. We heard, again, it's coming out on Sunday the 7th. They worked with Lakeshore Records, and it's all over the place. And this follows the recent official drop of Longface. So again, in the upcoming rock and roll centric season, the Vampire Lestat goes on an electric multi-city tour while being haunted by muses from his wild and rebellious past. As his band's popularity and star power rises, so does Lestat's influence on vampires and humans alike, leaving others to contend with Lestat's power in the face of the Great Conversion, an unnatural surge of the vampire population. So our boy, Raglan, I don't know if we call him our boy because he's a little sinister. He's not on the up and up. So he mentioned that. So there are a whole lot more vampires around the place. And so we know, of course, Jacob Anderson, Assad Zaman, Eric Bogosian, Delaney Hales, and Jennifer Ely are going to be there. Mark Johnson, Roland, Hannah, and Christopher Rice. And the late Anne Rice is always there in spirit. So Daniel says All Falls Down is both the title track for the new season and the idea for a song by the Vampire Lestat from early in his band's life. Much like Longface, it's heavily influenced by Bowie, T-Rex, and other 70s rock and roll stars who are looking back to the blues as much as they could for inspiration. So All Fall Down marks a time in the vampire band's life where they're still figuring out exactly what their sound was, and before Lestat himself started to change personas and explore other musical styles. So I was curious to know, what does that mean exactly? I mentioned in a previous video, like I'm not a rock fan. I wouldn't call myself that. Like, I will listen to rock, but I won't turn the song away if I hear it, but I never seek it out. Like, again, I'm a geriatric millennial, so I was around for the alternative, the grunge moment. So that was when rock music was very prevalent. So I listened to a lot of rock then, but I don't really listen to rock now. So I'm just curious to know, like, what kind of style, like, is it going to change into? And I think I made reference in the last review of the teaser clip that we got about Lestat taking up with the people next door to be part of his band. And one thing I didn't pick up 100% is I believe Lestat has been doing ballads, and we know he's done ballads in the past because he did that Come To Me song. Also, I think he's just like a songwriter. So in that clip from 2 weeks ago, Louis says, oh, I don't think Beyonce would cover it, i.e. he's a songwriter, he sells his songs, and whatever singers out there sings it. So I think Lestat is, a behind-the-scenes man, but after this whole situation with Louis and the book coming out and stuff, he decides to go crazy, and he becomes this very, very in-your-face rock star. So that's what I think it's going to be, and I guess because it's so new to him, because, yeah, he liked classical music, then ballads, and then to rock. It's such a departure, so I guess he's figuring out exactly what he wants to be, what kind of a rocker he wants to be. At the same time, with All Fall Down, we try to capture the overall feeling of this new Lestat we get to know better and better throughout the season. More wild, more raw, more self-deprecatingly funny than ever before. And the self-deprecation is very notable, especially in the opening sequence. Okay, said the Vampire Lestat. I think it's so funny they have an official press release and they have Lestat talking and not Sam. But so he says, All Fall Down is mercifully only 68 seconds long. That's 54 seconds more Daniel Hart than anyone should suffer. I like the harmonies on the chorus. I did those. I can't wait to see Lestat in all his over-the-top glory in this new season. Okay, now let's talk about the opening title sequence for season 3. So that came out at midnight as well, and it's here on YouTube. So again, All Fall Down is the theme song of the opening title sequence. And so now that it's on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the streaming services, I'm kind of worried that if I play it, I'll get a copyright strike or a claim. So for the purposes, when we go through this, I'm not going to put on the audio just because I don't want to get dinged like that, but we all know the song already. And we're going to go into the lyrics of it as well. But I'll just say I'm going to play it, but I am going to do another video right after this that's going to go through very fine details, because this video clips that are, some clips are literally one frame. Even if you use your YouTube and you go down to the lowest speed, so 0.25, you're still going to skip over stuff. I'll go more into it in the other video, but I went down at some points to 0.13 of the speed. So I'll just play it now and we can talk about it. Let's watch the teaser together. Once again, things go by really quickly, and I'll go into way more detail in that separate video. But we see all these cool graphics. We see the road. So obviously Lestat on tour. So he's traveling a lot by tour bus, and we see so many images of Sam serving looks. Sam is so good at like serving looks. I guess that's why he's an actor. You see the tour bus. We see an opulent dining room. We see somebody with puncture wounds. We see our boy Danny Malloy. I think that was Armand. It was so quick. We see lots of different images. We see fangs. We see all this different vampire lore. We see what I thought was Ryan Phillippe at first. We see Lestat's heart. We see somebody's Lestat fan. We see some Toronto references. We see a whole lot. Oh my gosh, that went by so quickly. You know what? Let me go back a little bit because that went by way too quickly. Even though I am going to go through this in a slower pace. But let's start off with, okay, let's go back here. So again, we see some vampire lore. We see a picture of, I guess, Edward Cullen. We see Lestat's heart beating very, very fast. We see there's a Lestat fan. We see some Toronto references. We see scoops of ice cream. We see an autopsy form. We see Lestat levitating with Louis in the background. We see bowling. We see an image of a woman being burnt. We see more fire. We see that there's an audience set up there, or that's set up for an audience. We see this opulent room that's kind of trashed now. It's in the outside. We see a wrecking ball. We see the vampire Lestat. And again, this went by so quickly. It's so fast. There's no way I could show this all to you right now without making this video very long. So I'll go into way more detail in that separate video. It's uploaded right now, so you can watch it after you're done with this one. So let's look at the next tab I have open. Okay, so the other thing that was shared is a lyric video for All Fall Down, so we can see the lyrics of the song. So I noticed this video was uploaded when I woke up. When I went to bed, it wasn't theirs yet. So I just went on my phone. I went into Apple Music on my phone. I took some screenshots of the lyrics. So I'll show you, I'll decide what I'll show you on the video, but I'll just read off my phone right now. So we know he says, I'm the little killer. I'm the lonely one. Okay, first line, I'm the little killer. I'm curious to know if Lestat is still killing folks, because in, again, that teaser we got 2.5 weeks ago, when Lestat was talking about the neighborhood and all these trust fund babies, and Louis says good eating. I'm like, what does he mean? Like, is he still killing people, or does he just have people he uses to just suck on their blood? Or I guess we'll see. I hope he's not killing people anymore in 2026, but we'll see. Or I think that's actually 2024. So he's the lonely one. So yes, we know he's lonely. He has no companion. He has no Louis. He has no Claudia anymore. I'm the chill creeping up your spine, telling you to run. And I would feel the same way if I saw Lestat on the street. You'd see him, you're like, okay, he's kind of sexy. All right, he looks good. But he's a little off. Why are his eyes so intense? There's something a little bit different about him. And why don't I ever see him in the daytime? So yeah, he's a little odd like that, and that's okay. I'm a hanging shadow. So he's just, people say you're a shadow of yourself, you're a shell of yourself. That could be what he means. I'm a lost love, so we know he's lonely. I'm the past and the future, as a vampire would be. I'm the last of the sutures. So again, sutures is what you do when you heal up a wound, when you tie a wound together. Like, okay, a cooing dove. I don't think I would ever describe Lestat as a dove. So, next line are, we're the rock and rollers. So that's his band. And again, seeing as the press release said that this is one of the early songs of the band. This is a good kind of an intro song for the people to get a sense of what they're about, what Lestat's about, I guess. We're the good time, as, rock bands are supposed to be. We're the heart-pumping blood. Or are you just taking it from other people, Lestat? We're the face in the mud. You don't want your face in the mud. We're the stupid rhyme. So he's, again, there's a self-deprecation. He's like, yeah, I'm doing this whole song and dance. It's dumb, but, I guess we're having fun. We're just living up to that whole rock and roll lifestyle. Okay, then there's a series of bang, 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 bang. We know that. This is all fall down, burn the ground, all fall down, burn the. So we've heard this before. So I guess he's like, oh, I'll just go like scorched earth. Again, I have seen theories, and once again, I should have probably mentioned this before. Like, I haven't read the books, so I don't know all the minute details, and I'm willfully ignorant. The other day, someone's like, oh, Melanie, your videos would be so much better if you read the books and you'd have more authority to talk. I'm like, I'm talking about the TV show. I've watched the episodes 1,000 times. I have lots of authority to talk on the TV show. I have zero authority to talk about the books, but we're here for the TV show. But anyway, see, I got off tangent thinking about somebody who annoyed me in the comments. But okay, yes, I was talking about the whole point of him doing this Rockstar tour thing. As I understand, and again, I could be a little off base because I haven't read the books, but after this whole book comes out and all the brouhaha, Louis incited, Lestat does this to kind of detract from that or detract from all the bad attention Louis is getting. So, he's like, okay, if I'm going to do it, just do it with gusto. So all fall down, burn the ground, just, go scorched earth, do the most to get the heat off Louis? Maybe. If you happen to know the correct answer, please, I would just ask if you don't put any spoilers in the comments, because again, I like to be willfully ignorant of not anything else in the world, in life, but this show, the story, I'd like to be as ignorant as possible because I want the tale to seduce me on the TV. Okay, so he says, bang, bang, several times. Okay, and that's the end of it. So again, it's a nice short little song. It's 68 seconds, as Lestat said in the press release. And so yeah, we heard it before, so that's good. So yes, we've gotten a lot of updates. I'm so excited. Again, less than 3 months to go, but I think we should explore the opening sequence a bit more. So make sure you watch that next video right now. I can't wait to go into it. I took a lot of effort making that video so we can actually see things frame by frame. So make sure you check that out. But again, thank you for watching today. Make sure you like, share, you subscribe, you hype, tell all your friends about it. And yeah, again, come back to I See Lestat. That's my channel now. So I will see you very shortly in the next video. Okay, bye.